since we left you last, there have been some very significant changes in the gaming world.
There have been.
Or really one big specific change, which is the release of a very low budget survival game.
The AI asset flip.
An AI asset flip that some are referring to as Pokemon with guns. That's what I've been hearing it referred to as. Otherwise known as Palworld.
Pokemon with ranged weaponry. I don't know.
Yeah. This game, because you actually don't unlock the firearms until like level 23. So you're just going to be using spears for like the majority of the game. So this game, I believe, broke Steam records in the first 24 hours of being released in early access.
Truly, I think it's just the power of Pokemon. Like, people just love Pokemon and like a monster collecting game in general.
The game is a buggy mess. It's very repetitive, and there really is not a lot of content, but it's also very fun. I've put in probably about 10 or 11 hours so far, and today I'm going to be putting even more hours in, except now I'm going to be doing it with Ryan.
That's right. This will be my first time playing. I'm excited though.
It's an experience. I would say, here's my take on it really at the end of the day. If you have Game Pass, you don't really have anything to lose. It's one of those games.
That's the only reason that we're going to be playing it today, is because neither of us had to pay $30 for it.
But first, Brian has brought to my attention a list.
So we love lists around here. We in particular love really bad lists because we want to give you the right opinion.
We make a lot of bad lists.
We do.
We gotta update the Twitch category. Yeah, what does it say?
I thought I did. Sorry, Restream sometimes is buggy with that. It probably says we're playing like Jump King or whatever, or Binding of Isaac or something.
Probably.
Welcome, Anaclosion. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, what's going on? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss this list because, as you all know, we are coming at it with some serious hot takes as always. You're very big. You're very big on the hot takes.
We are. So for anyone who may be watching on whatever platform that is a local person, we are having a program on Saturday that is Drop-In 90s Computer Lab, where we're set up with about 10 different different games you would play in the computer lab in the 90s. So there'd be like we have Oregon Trail, Carmen Sandiego, Lemmings, like all those classics. So they're going to be set up on a DOS emulator. Should be really fun. Should be a really good time. But
all of those games are older than me.
Yeah. Oh, yes. They're all like at least 10 years older than you, which is crazy.
Nuts.
A lot of them are older than me. A lot of them are quite a few years older than me also. But in my preparing for this event, I don't know why the camera's freaking out like that. I think it's trying to focus. No, I think it's just trying to autofocus over and over and over again.
Kind of looks like one of those rap edits that people do.
It does kind of, yeah.
So definitely come down and visit. I'm probably going to be there, even though I'm not scheduled to work.
So
I'm just going to be hanging out.
In my Googling, looking for some promotional things for this, I came across this list from theringer.com of their best video game character of all time bracket. It looked like they did it in coordination with March Madness tournament 2 years ago. And
I'm not familiar with this. Is this a significant website?
The Ringer, yeah, they're a sports and I would just say they're a general culture website, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They just cover. I feel like they're big with basketball. That's how they started.
Okay.
But now they're just kind of a general.
All right. So run me through this list. I'm expecting that there's going to be a lot of characters that I'm not familiar with.
Well, let's get it up on the screen first.
Let's take some looks.
Now that we've shattered your eardrums.
The camera's cut off.
Oh, on you? Oh, or is it?
I think it's just like the box.
Yeah. I got you. Cool.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm seeing some characters I recognize. I'm seeing Mario, I'm seeing Sonic, Master Chief, Kratos, and I think that's Link on the bottom with the sword cut off.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, I'm a big fan of the selection here. I'm a big fan of the roster. I feel like those are probably if you ask me to pick my top 5, I don't know, Kratos would be one of them, but that's like a strong list, probably.
All right. It's maybe we'll just zoom in on different parts of the list because it's.
Is this the PNG? Is the bracket?
I don't know if it is Oh, is it a PNG? Can we just open it in a new?
That's very cute. A little bit inconvenient.
Okay.
Who's Clementine? Like, I'm already seeing some characters that I'm not familiar with at all.
Okay, so we'll just start with this like corner of the bracket first, right?
Okay.
Okay, so
in the
yeah,
top left,
I don't know who Clementine is. Do you know who Clementine
I'm not
is?
familiar with this character.
I'm gonna pull out the phone so we can do quick research on these characters.
So Mrs. Pac-Man, obviously we are all familiar with, or Miss
Right.
Pac-Man. I didn't know it was Miss Pac-Man. I assumed she was married.
Yeah, no, she's
What is she, like Pac-Man's sister?
just
Don't they kiss?
I don't know.
Are you telling me that Pac-Man is dating a woman who's named Miss
Clementine.
Pac-Man and they're not dating? They're not
Clementine
married?
is from the Telltale Walking Dead game.
Oh, that Clementine. Okay.
Yeah.
That's. Why would you stack her against Mario? She's gonna get BTF. That's unfortunate. Because she is a.
I never read
really
the
good
Walking Dead comics.
character.
I never played the games. I watched the first like 2 seasons of the show. So I'm just not.
I would say Clementine is probably. Ooh, I would put Clementine above Ellie.
She's a
I'm
V-thick
being
character. Really?
I would put
really?
Clementine above Ellie. I think that
Okay.
the amount of growth that her character goes through over the course of the Walking Dead games is unreal. The amount of storytelling that's done with her character, the way that she starts out is like a little scared girl in a treehouse. And
Okay.
by the end of
So-
it, they sort of mirror. I don't want to spoil it, but they sort of mirror her relationship with the protagonist of the first game that you play as Lee, and then you play as her in the fourth game. You play as her in every preceding game actually, but in the fourth game you play as Clementine, and now she has a little kid of her own. This kid AJ, who she's not related to, but she's looking after.
Game slaps so hard.
It is
Okay.
such a great game series.
How long are they?
Not terribly long. They were really long at the time because they're episodic. So they
Right.
released one episode at a time over the course of like a year.
Okay.
So you had to wait for the next one to come out. But they're not super long. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I played the third one. I played 1, 2,
Okay.
and 4.
Maybe
Those
I'll check
games
them out
are
then.
incredible though. The
Okay.
Telltale Games Walking Dead series is one of the best.
All right. I think I'll check it out.
Definitely.
I think I'm sold. If
I don't think I would put, for the record, I don't think I would put Clementine on this list over Lee. I'd probably put Lee.
3 was made by a different studio and was
Yes.
the weakest. Okay.
It was I watched a Let's Play. It was still pretty good.
I think it's one thing I've learned in the time that we've been doing this stream generally is if both you and Eclosion Games tell me to play something, I should probably play it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Walking Dead's great.
All right. So, but obviously Clementine's going to lose to Mario.
So
like
Miss
it's just
Pac-Man over Sephiroth. I feel like this is the big one that I'm already taking issue with. That's kind of crazy.
that is very crazy.
Miss Pac-Man is literally two-dimensional.
I do want to see. Hold on. I want to find out really quickly.
I don't know anything about her as a character, and I feel bad, like dogging on her because I feel like she probably was like the first. No, you know what? Actually, we're gonna get a little bit controversial here. I feel
Okay,
like-
so this is voted on, I guess,
That's
by
crazy.
Ringer
That's
audience.
Here's my hot take. Miss Pac-Man was a cheap attempt to get girls into a male-dominated hobby, which I think is a good effort. But the problem was they did it in such a cheap way that is almost offensive. I agree with the idea. I don't like the way they did it. 'Cause I feel
Miss
like you just copy
Pac-Man
the game
is
and then you
still
just,
like the most popular arcade
That's
cabinet.
It is a good game. It's a good game. It's actually better than Pac-Man. I would say it's probably better than Pac-Man. But I feel like the ideas behind it make it distasteful.
But also, Sephiroth is just maybe the
but
best like video
Sephiroth
game
is-
villain. Sephiroth is incredible.
So good.
Yeah,
he has a giant sword. Like, how are you gonna say
Yeah.
he's not the? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's annoying.
Okay, Tails over Wesker, I think, is
I
fair.
don't even know who Wesker is. Who's Wesker?
Resident Evil, was that 4?
I've never played any of the Resident Evil.
Oh, you should.
Okay, so I'm
Play the remakes that have recently come out. They're
I'm gonna
really
go
good.
with Tail by. Yeah, by.
But it would be Tails.
I'm gonna
anyway.
go Tails by.
Geralt of Rivia.
Over
Geralt
Big
of Big versus Big Daddy is like that's like a heavy hit around one. They're
Big
both
Daddy is not really an important character. For Bioshock, there are characters I would put like Booker. I would put above Big Daddy.
See, I disagree only because, especially for the audience that is looking at this
there
list,
lore I'm
they
missing?
know Big Daddy.
That's
Like
true.
Big Daddy is just you see Big Daddy, you go, oh, that's the Bioshock
I'm
game.
not surprised that Geralt won. I have to say, or Geralt.
So
I've never played The Witcher.
Witcher
but I
3
understand it's
is
the best
like
ever.
I was looking at the top selling PC games ever before. Witcher 3 is like in the top 5.
Yeah,
Or
that
that's just PC game sales.
doesn't
That's not
surprise
even
me. Yeah.
like console.
That makes sense.
Okay. Bowser versus
who is
Michael Vick.
Who is Michael Vick? That
The,
sounds
the
like
quarterback?
yeah, that sounds like a football player. I was gonna.
Yeah,
say.
I think it is. I think because there's
It's like a Madden character. Is that
I
like how
think
they're
that's
doing it?
kind
Is that
of
just-
I bet you they took like the best selling like game in the sports series. Like Bo Jackson is over here.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's what this list is insane. This list is actual
Very
insanity.
good, okay.
Bowser versus Michael Vick.
I'm not surprised Bowser won. I guess.
Right.
Scorpion versus Frogger. Frogger is like this is like you're throwing characters in who aren't characters. So like Miss Pac-Man as a game, it's a great game. What can I tell you about Miss Pac-Man?
right,
What
yeah.
can I tell you about Pac-Man?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Pac-Man.
Yeah.
What is Frogger's story? He's a frog trying to cross a road.
Yeah.
He gets hit sometimes.
Genuinely, especially with the way this list has shaken out already and with the audience voting on this, I'm super surprised about the next one.
I feel like this is really just a list of like recognized characters.
Yeah.
Who's the most recognized?
I mean, that's true.
Chun-Li versus Ezio Auditore. Ezio is probably
I thought it would be Ezio.
Ezio is
there.
like one of my top characters.
Me
of all
too.
time,
Like,
probably.
I don't like Assassin's Creed, and I love
He's
Assassin's
just a
Creed
classic.
too.
He's,
And
just a
he's awesome.
classic, like,
Yeah.
he's just like the coolest. I'm gonna be honest. Between him and Mario, I feel like I would pick him as like the coolest like Italian character. He's up there, man. Chun-Li over Ezio. That's yeah, maybe because Chun-Li's in Fortnite. Maybe that's Ezio's
No,
in
true.
Fortnite too. Wait, Ezio's in Fortnite.
Also, yeah.
I think, right?
I think so. Donkey Kong and Batman, which is just a wild.
What Batman from what? Batman from the Arkham games?
I guess so.
Like that's a cool Batman. Batman from
From the NES game?
Yeah, from like what? Like Batman from what? Donkey Kong over Batman. I feel
I guess like
that's a
in terms
video
of
game
a
character.
video game character,
Sure.
yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
grant you that one. Even though I think, frankly, I don't think it's even controversial to say the Arkham games are better than Donkey Kong.
All right. I do want to play Palworld, so let's speed
All
through
right,
this a little bit.
So
So Mario versus Miss Pac-Man,
Mario's
obviously.
gonna solo this
Yeah.
entire.
I mean, you can already see it there. Mario
yeah.
won the bracket, but
So Tails versus Geralt. That's or Geralt. Is it Geralt or Gerald?
Geralt.
Geralt.
I think I would honestly, I would go Geralt. Tails
Yeah, I
is
think
lame.
Tails winning is kind of a weird.
Yeah.
But Bowser over Scorpion. That kind of makes sense, I guess.
I'm sure it's just going to be all Nintendo
It's
and
just like who was the
Mario
most
characters.
recognizable.
That's
That's, like,
exactly
really
what
what
it
it
is. Yeah.
Bowser versus Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong taking it is kind of crazy, but whatever.
Also agree with that.
And then Mario to Donkey Kong. Obviously, Mario's gonna win. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not surprising.
All right, let's check out the other side. Ooh, Prince, like
Prince the singer.
the singer?
Prince, like from. Are they talking about the guy from Prince of Persia and they just didn't know his name, so they just wrote Prince?
Maybe.
What is his name? I don't know his name. Is that who they're talking about? Prince? We listen. We just had this conversation. Prince got snubbed for best
Greatest
guitarist of all
guitarist.
time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess, yeah, that. Unless
Listen, there is a
video.
video game just called Prince
This
Interactive.
is so wild. Okay, yeah, Link over Prince. Even the Prince guitarist, yeah, I'm gonna say Link probably wins that one. Luigi versus Bo Jackson. I'm gonna go with Luigi.
Yeah.
Probably. Nathan Drake versus Johnny Gat. That's not
Who
fair.
is Johnny Gat?
Johnny Gat is from Saints Row. He's like the coolest character in Saints Row.
Okay.
I really don't like Uncharted. I'm kind of. I recognize that I'm a minority in that opinion.
Uncharted's fine.
I'll take the L on that one.
Wait,
Uncharted,
so, hold on. I missed. Shots fired where? What's in reference to what? Because I'm curious where the shots
we've
are
been
fired
firing
here.
shots on all angles.
I mean, I guess that's true. I just want to know in particular, but
Maybe at Frogger.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Uncharted's fine.
It's okay.
Oh, Ezio for you saying Ezio versus Mario.
It's controversial, but you know what? Actually, no, it's not controversial because now Mario's a New Yorker, okay, which is bogus. That is ridiculous. Okay, Mario, as much as I'd love as a New Yorker to claim credit for Mario, not a New Yorker. Okay,
I mean,
he's just not a New Yorker. He's not. He's an Italian plumber. That is the lore. He's actually from the Mushroom Kingdom.
He is from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did it
most authentic Italian.
Where did it come from that he was Italian? Was that in the lore? Because I don't think is the Mushroom Kingdom supposed to be in Italy? Where did it come from?
I genuinely have no idea. I have no idea.
That's somebody should look into that. So we need a cultural historian to look into this.
Well, yeah, I'll make a PowerPoint for next week. All right, Arthur Morgan versus Cloud Strife. It's kind of why I would like.
That's a crazy comparison. Like a lot of these are just a crazy comparison.
Yeah,
like they fulfill very different archetypes. Like they're both important. I would give it to Arthur Morgan, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, I just am not a Red Dead person. That's why I would just go Cloud. But the fact that Final Fantasy VII snubbed in both first rounds is crazy.
Was Final Fantasy VII in the Game of the Year?
I have no idea.
Was it not considered for any category?
I have no idea.
I didn't see it in anything, which is crazy. But okay.
But I think genuinely, I think that's because like this audience that's reading The Ringer, they're like, I don't play JRPGs.
That's probably true.
And they definitely play Red Dead. True. They love Red Dead.
True. Everyone loved Red Dead. The normies went crazy for Red Dead.
So Goose
from Duck Hunt?
Or Goose from Goose Game?
Maybe. Versus Doom.
Or is there a Top Gun game?
You know what I want to see?
Like that?
You know what I want to see? I hate this bracket. Give me a screw attack bracket. Who would win in a fight? That's what I want to see. And I want to see Bo Jackson on top. That's what I want to see.
Bo Jackson would clean Luigi.
Doom Slayer.
It's like not even like Doom Guy.
Is his name Doom Slayer?
I guess
I've never
so, but like
as that. I've heard him referred to as
the Doom Guy.
Okay. Versus the Goose. I don't even know which Goose they're talking about. So I think that alone makes Doom Slayer.
Yeah.
Lara Croft versus Agent 47. I feel like Lara Croft has to win.
Yeah, like personally, I would say Agent 47
because Agent 47 is really cool.
Yeah.
Listen, bald guys don't get a lot of references.
But people really like Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft is a really cool character.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's a loaded round one. That is a loaded round one.
Crazy?
Agent 47.
Lara Croft is like one of the most used Fortnite skins. Did you know that?
I believe it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Then we go down to Joel. I'm assuming they're talking about Joel, Billy. I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, not Last of Us
versus
Joel,
Kirby.
Billy.
Kirby winning that is kind of crazy to me.
No, dude. Well, okay, maybe again for this audience that is actually kind of crazy, but like Kirby's Kirby. I love Kirby.
Maybe.
Pikachu versus Max Payne is just so funny.
Put Max Payne on the list?
That's just so funny.
When was the last time anybody played Max Payne? Like 2012.
That's
get out of
well,
here.
Yeah. Then that's like the games that these people remember.
Max Payne is so dated.
All right, so obviously Link's gonna clean Luigi. Like Link's just. I can't believe Link lost to Mario.
Nathan Drake over Arthur Morgan. I'm gonna say Arthur Morgan. Yeah, easily.
I would say I agree with that.
Lara Croft over Doom Slayer. Probably. Doom Slayer is a very one-dimensional.
Agreed.
He literally just kills demons.
Agreed.
Like, not very interesting.
Kirby versus Pikachu. Obviously, it's gonna be Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu Link.
Pikachu over Lara Croft is kind of crazy.
I disagree, dude. Pikachu is the Mickey Mouse of Japan. Like Pokemon is so gigantic, it's actually insane.
Minecraft is just more interesting. I don't know. Because Pikachu isn't even really a character in the games. Because Pikachu is just a creature. So there's like a million different Pikachus.
Yeah, but you
like,
play Pokemon Yellow.
That would be like putting like just dog on the list, and it's like, oh, which dog? And it's like, oh, any dog.
Yeah, but
dog. You know, it's like, okay.
The anime.
Oh yeah, Dog the anime. True.
Dog the anime. Yeah.
Dog the anime.
Yeah.
Arthur Morgan versus Link. Link.
That's not even a fair fight.
Link over Pikachu. Link clears.
Yeah.
Link versus Mario. I'm gonna give this one to Link.
I would honestly agree. I think we're both wrong, but that's the opinion that I have.
I feel like as a why is Master Chief and Kratos here? They're not even on the list.
They're right there and there. There's a whole second, but there's a whole bottom of the bracket.
We talk? Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah, we've only done the top half of the bracket.
Okay, we're not. I don't want to do the rest. I don't really care. This list is dumb. This list annoys me.
Who is Sam Fisher?
Sam Fisher? I've never. I don't know. I've never heard of this.
That's what this list is insane.
Who's
Splinter Cell?
Leon Kennedy. Okay, I forgot his last name.
Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell.
What is Trevor Phillips from? Why do I know that?
GTA.
Yes. Okay. GLaDOS. Marcus.
Trevor over Leon is kind of insane because like Resident Evil 4 is just so insanely popular. But I guess GTA is.
Who is Marcus?
What am I talking about in terms of popularity?
Who is Marcus Phoenix? Who's that? Why did Marcus Phoenix?
Gears of War.
Oh,
right?
Okay. Gears
No?
of War.
Gears of War,
I was
yeah.
not a fan of Gears. But I kind of came at it at the wrong age.
I like that Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man are both on this list.
Pac-Man over Cortana. Cortana is kind of boring. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yoshi and Crash Bandicoot.
Surprised Crash Bandicoot didn't win that one. Crash Bandicoot's lit. John Marston versus Mike Tyson from what? Punch-Out?
From Punch-Out.
He's in that game for like 10 seconds. Well, it's probably the majority of the time you're playing it, actually. You're just going to lose to him.
That's so funny.
Ryu
and Gordon
Freeman. Yeah, Gordon Freeman kind of not that.
The games are great. I just don't really care about.
Yeah, I just don't care about it.
that
He's a
much.
pound protagonist. Like, what am I gonna do with that? Kratos versus Fox. Fox is winning over Kratos.
That's
ridiculous.
insane to me. And
That's
when I saw this, I was like, oh, does this like predate like new God of like the God of War reboot that we're going through? No, it doesn't. And yet Fox, but like. Who voting on this knows Fox from Star Fox over knowing Fox from Smash?
Yeah, he doesn't even have, and like in Smash, he doesn't have a character. Like, there's no character there.
Yeah.
I would say Kratos is probably one of the best redemption arcs in like all media.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that the portrayal of him is like a.
I think Kratos should be against Sonic. Like, should have made it that far in the bracket.
Yeah, the rest of this bracket, I guess
it's just
Sonic
whack.
winning, kind of, that makes sense.
And then the other side, Master Chief versus Commander Shepard.
Yeah, like, why are you putting, like, you're putting characters on the list that are custom characters? That doesn't make any sense.
Do you see who's next?
The Omen versus...
The Oxen.
The Oxen.
From Oregon Trail.
Versus Ryu Hayabusa. I don't know who that is. Is that Ryu from... the fighting game? No, because he's on the left side. Who is this guy? I don't know what this person's from. I don't actually know most of these characters.
That
John
is
Price
the
versus
ninja
Oran.
from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, that's a great game. I don't really know anything about the character. It's crazy that the Ox won. John Price.
People love Oregon Trail.
John Price versus Orin. I don't know who either of these characters are.
Orin's Final Fantasy X.
Oh, I did not play that. Samus Aran versus Dante. Obviously, Samus clears. Tony Hawk versus Tom.
It's wild to me. You know what? Like, it's wild that they put Orin, and they didn't put Sora.
I know Sora. Familiar with Sora. Yeah, it's weird that you put two Final Fantasy characters on.
Like,
Feels like kind of
I don't know.
like
I think
that
it's super
bit.
crazy. Oh, John Price is from Call of Duty.
Oh, Captain Price. I didn't know his first name was John. That's dumb. Yeah, I wouldn't put any Call of Duty. Maybe Mason. Maybe Frank Woods. I would put Frank Woods on the list.
No Sora on the list is insane to me, though.
Tony
Dante got ruined by being up against Samus.
Samus is like one of the coolest looking characters of all time.
Tony Hawk versus Tom Nook is hilarious.
Tony Hawk clears Loki. Ellie versus Bayonetta. I don't know anything about Bayo.
Bayonetta, they're great games. They're super fun. Cool characters too. But like,
I'll give it to Ellie.
It's probably
Ellie's
still got to be Ellie.
Yeah. Mega Man versus Princess Peach. Yeah, Mega Man I guess is fair. Solid Snake versus
the Wing of All Cosmos, which I
don't
looked
even know
up
what that
before. It's from Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's a Five Nights at Freddy's character. The Wing of All Cosmos is a Five Nights. What happened?
I looked up the Wing of All Cosmos. I didn't even click the link, but I looked up the Wing of All Cosmos, and then FNAF was just at the end of it. So
when I was a kid, oh no, this is a guy from Katamari.
Oh,
this is like the king of all cosmos. Yeah, he's the Katamari god.
I don't know, dude. When I googled it before, I typed in the Wing of All Cosmos, and it just showed up FNAF.
That's super interesting. Yeah, and then I don't know. Like Mega Man over Solid Snake is kind of crazy to me. Tony Hawk over Ellie is ridiculous. Tony Hawk over Mega Man and Solid Snake is also ridiculous. Samus over John Price makes sense. Master Chief versus Samus, that's actually a really solid matchup. That's a really solid matchup, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it's King, not Wing.
Yeah, I would say I would give it to Master Chief, but that's a tough one.
All right, you want to play Palworld? This list is insane.
Yeah, I think the craziest thing about this list isn't even like who wins which bracket. That all makes sense. The crazy thing is who you put on the list.
Yeah.
How did you determine this? Did you?
I would love to interview
like, oh, he's in a video game.
Andrew Gratadaro. Docs.
That is very interesting. Yeah, what a list.
So yeah, that was just a fun little tidbit from today.
Don't really think I understand it, but all right, let's get right into Palworld. Okay, so I'm gonna have you make the yes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I've probably put like a solid few hours into it so far. Doesn't tell me when I created the world, just tells me when I last played it.
Why is it?
It's under Xbox Identity Provider.
Where?
Down below that.
Oh, it just says PAL. Okay.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think the design of the pals is pretty cool. I think it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this game, that's another thing. This game is very poorly optimized.
Right.
So you'd probably do well to just drop all of your graphical settings like all the way down.
What are like the most common things I'm gonna need to do?
Oh, I wouldn't even worry about changing the controls. They're you're just gonna have to rock with it because the things that you need to change you actually can't change.
Oh.
So the interact key is F. It's bound to F. You can't change it. There's no way to change it.
Right.
So you're just gonna have to rock with it. All right. This game is very poorly made.
It sounds like I might want to use a controller then.
Potentially. I don't know. It's not unbearable. It's just.
How important is? Oh no, but I'm aiming. Then I definitely want to use mouse and keyboard. All right.
Yeah, aiming is. That's crazy. How did he come up with it? All right. Put multiplayer on, and then that's it. Start it. Rock and roll.
I like the music.
Yeah. So the creative design for the game is actually not that bad. The gameplay is just super basic.
Okay.
Which I don't. Maybe some people are into it. I don't know.
Be the old man.
Nice. Sounds like Zeus. Character creation is also very simple. Nice. Shrek. Very cool. It has one of the better character creations that I've played in recent memory.
Actually?
Yeah, not terrible. I mean, obviously you're not getting... It's got like the pretty basic like MMO character creation levels. I like any game where you can make your character have a funny like skin color. Like if you can turn them blue.
That's fair.
I think that's fun. I like to do that. I like to pretend that I'm like what's his name? Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen. That's fun for me.
What?
Oh, the annoying thing is you can't recreate your character. Oh, what just happened?
What? Did it? No. There.
Closed out. Huh. Okay.
Hope it didn't.
Is it running?
If it didn't, this is not great content right now. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can't edit your character once you've made it, so you're kind of just stuck with your character for the entire time that you play it. And also, characters don't carry over, so you have to make a new character every time you start a new world. It is kind of annoying.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is... the more I play it, the more I run into issues where I'm like, oh, this is very incomplete. But it's still fun.
It looks good.
It's cute. It's okay. I think the thing saving this game is the design of the pals.
Okay.
That is like probably
the tweaked Pokemon and asset.
yeah, they are all basically just knockoff Pokemon, but they're still pretty cool. So, first thing I need you to do is to hit escape and tell me what the invite code is.
LUUKYZ.
Able to join. Windows Firewall. That's my favorite thing about gaming, is when that notification comes up and I just mindlessly press OK.
Yep.
What if they wanted to just like completely destroy my computer? And they totally could now. I could just let them do that. Can't stop them. Okay.
If below the recommended specs, play in windowed mode at a lower resolution. Interesting advice.
All right. I do like that the game is multiplayer.
Oh my god, it is literally
Oh,
just
it's
like
Breath of the
Nintendo
Wild.
assets.
Yeah, they just like totally ripped Breath of the Wild for like everything in this game. Over here, this is a fast travel thing. You can unlock fast travel. There are guys you can talk to. None of them say anything interesting.
This literally just feels like yeah, like Breath of the Wild or Genshin. Like
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's basically just like Arc. Yeah, it's not great. Alright, I'm looking for sticks and rocks on the ground. Okay.
Can I break this rock that I'm punching?
You can, yes. As far as like survival mechanics go, I mean, it's obviously it's a very primitive game, but the mechanics are solid enough to work with. All right, so the first thing we got to do is if you press B. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to crank up the sensitivity. It starts out super low. I have no idea why. I put mine at like 4.5.
This feels fine for me.
So you just got to get some sticks, some wood, and once you have 2, you can hit B to open your build menu. Then you can put down a crafting bench, and you can just put that where. And then this is the cool part: is like we can work on it together.
Wow.
And then we can build stuff. So the first thing we're gonna want to build is
A handheld torch.
no, the torch is actually low-key kind of useless. We're gonna want to make an axe and then a pickaxe.
Okay. What do I need? Rocks?
Yeah. So before you get any pals, the game is basically just Ark. It's basically just like a survival game. Like there is no functional difference between this and any other survival game. Oh, you leveled up. You can go to, if you hit I to open your inventory. This is something they need to fix actually. Is it not working? Just hit escape. Yeah, go to your, okay. If you go to enhanced stats, see if you can find it. See if you can find enhanced stats. Yeah, you see how you're looking on the top? That's where I would look. That's where I think anyone with gamer instinct would look.
Oh,
Yeah, they hide it on you. So the first time I played this game, I got to like level 10 before I realized there was a way to increase your stats.
that's insane.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, very silly.
What stamina, attack, HP?
So you have HP, stamina, attack, work speed, and weight. The best things to upgrade at low levels is work speed and weight because you're going to be moving a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And you're going to be working on a lot of stuff. When you get to higher levels and you have more pals, they can do work for you.
Gotcha.
So work speed is not quite as important. But at lower levels, yeah, it's something that you're definitely going.
So why can I not find any wood? Okay, there we go.
So I'm going tech tree. All right, so we need pal spheres, we need pal boxes, we need chests, we need the wooden structure set.
And people really do just love any new game, huh?
If it's new and I can throw money at it, yeah, what's not to love? Sounds like a great time to me.
Oh, I can roll?
Oh yeah, control is dodge roll.
There's a little lamb out here.
Shift is sprint. Yeah, you can catch him, or you can kill him because we're gonna need wool later anyway. So you could just punch them.
Should I build a pickaxe or a stone axe?
Probably the stone axe first because it's harder to get wood, in my experience.
All right, so I should just attack this thing with my axe.
Yes.
That seems so cruel.
Yes. Wait until you unlock the butcher knife. Oh, yeah, they don't really fight back.
What?
They don't really fight back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so their corpses just kind of lay there forever. They don't despawn until you leave the game and rejoin.
That's awful.
So we're just gonna be looking at that for the next hour. Though.
I hate this game.
I don't know why they didn't add that. There's a lot of things that aren't in this version of the game yet, that they did add in the Steam, to be fair. But one of them that's very annoying is you can't name any of the pals that you get. So if I have pals and you have pals and we're in the same...
We don't know whose is whose?
Yeah, we can't tell who's whose. It's very irritating. Okay. Another thing that I find very interesting is that after you build something, you have to acquire it. It doesn't just go straight into your inventory.
Yeah, that's
which is
interesting.
Something that I frequently forget to do. Very annoying. Okay. So I'm gonna build us a little base.
Oh, I have unused stat points. I have a palladium fragment. This thing needs to go down the hill. I can't look at it.
Okay. Build us some walls. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so like all the resource gathering, building, like that stuff's all solid. I mean it's hard for it not to be because again, asset flip, but yeah, it annoys me because this game isn't bad. Like the bones are there, the idea is there. I just feel like there are some things that it really doesn't deliver on. Maybe because the game's in its infancy, maybe because the game is poorly and cheaply made. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like a passion project.
No.
In my opinion. But we'll see. But maybe I will be eating my words. I hope so, because I really do like the concept. I just don't feel like the game has really super delivered on it yet. But maybe it will. Maybe that'll change.
Yeah, probably not, but I mean, it could.
Probably not. From what I heard, this studio apparently has a history of kind of like asset flipping and like never improving upon the games that they made.
Great.
But listen, we'll see. There is a law system actually. So if you attack a person, like enemies, like police will like come out of walls and just start attacking you.
Wait, what is Palbot? Oh, I have to unlock these. How do I?
Oh yeah, we gotta make.
Oh, I have technology points. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
So we need to make a pal box so that we can store our pals so that they can start working on the base.
Cool.
I'm just gonna dump the pal box like right in the middle of our yard. Okay. And we're good. Okay.
Should I
So
put
now,
the benches out here, the repair bench and the workbench?
yeah. That's a good idea. All right.
I'm not building another guild's base. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. You have to here. Look at me and then just hold F.
Oh,
Okay.
weird.
Now you can build. Okay. And then after you get that workbench down, I'm gonna make some pal spheres, and then we're gonna go catch some pals,
Wow.
and they're gonna do work for us. And it's all gonna work out just fine. Okay. Yeah, so this game really picks up once you start getting pals.
Okay.
Because they can like do cool stuff.
And they can build for you and stuff, you said, too?
Yeah, they kind of become like very self-sufficient very quickly.
Okay.
So after a while, your base is pretty much exclusively run by pals, and then you just kind of like sit there and like watch them.
Should I, like, build a bow, or should we just go into the field?
No, you can kind of just like smack them. Alright, you have a Paldean fragment. Can you build a pal sphere?
I do have a fragment.
You have enough like wood and stone.
I need more wood.
Need more bullets. Need more bullets.
Oh, I'm getting fiber, too.
So you gotta be really careful with the what are they called? Pal spheres? You gotta be really careful with pal spheres. Because if you accidentally throw one and you miss, it's just gone.
Oh,
You gotta make
cool.
which is really annoying.
I was saying this about Breath of the Wild, or like both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. One of the greatest things about those games is that when you shoot an arrow and miss, you can just go pick it up. It just exists
Yeah.
where you shot it.
Yeah, they have a system similar to that in Skyrim, except it doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't. I should just build the max of these, right? I'm not using these fragments for anything else right now.
The Paldean fragments?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, just
Also, it's actually insane how quickly you fill up your, like, the weight capacity.
oh yeah, we have to get a gotta get a chest up in here. Alright, I'll build that. And so the easiest one to catch, the easiest pal to catch is Lamball, because he doesn't run away from you.
Okay.
And then the chicken is also very easy to catch. So there's actually a Lamball right over here on the south side of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do like the design of the guys. I think they're fun.
They're very cute.
Yeah, I think they're very cute. It does feel like we're edging on copyright infringement a little bit, but not enough. It's not enough to justify a lawsuit. So, that's like really the ideal place to be.
All right,
Similar
so
enough for people to think that it's stolen.
Pal sphere.
Oh, there's one in the house actually.
How do I take
Okay.
the Pal sphere out?
You can't. It just launches when you hit Q, so be careful. Don't hit Q.
Oh, okay.
All right, so smack this guy a couple times until his health is kind of low. Yeah, just keep doing it. And then hit Q. Alright. And then if you look at the pal sphere, it'll tell you like what percentage it is to catch.
Gotcha.
And then if it works, you just catch him. And then you can press E to deploy him after you.
Aw.
And then he kind
How
of
do I
walks
heal
around,
him?
Whatever. He'll heal over time.
Okay.
But if you come over to the pal box, so you can take your pal, and if you put him underneath the bottom category.
Oh, just like open this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you drag him and drop him in the circle at the bottom, then he'll just like walk around.
Cool.
And he'll do work.
Love that for him.
So now we just have to build a chest.
Can we do a base upgrade? Oh, I see. Okay. So can I just build that, or is that something that has to be built at? Oh, yeah, wooden chest. Okay. Oh, insufficient materials. I need more wood, of course. Did you just build the chest, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just...
Repair bench. What do I do here? I mean, I assume repair things, but like...
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, it shows me my... Okay.
Materials. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so now come over to the box, and then hit V, the PAL box. And then hit V, and then hit base upgrade. All right, and now
We can have more pals working here.
We can have more pals working here. Now we have two. Now they're both walking
Okay.
around.
Now we need a shoddy bed. Shoddy not.
So in order to get the bed, we need wool. In order to get wool,
Oh, great. So we have to now destroy one of our pals.
not ours. You can just go
Okay.
kill ones that already exist.
I think I see one nearby.
We actually already have enough wool to do it. We just need wood.
Oh, okay. How do I take out my bow?
You might not have it equipped. If you go into your inventory,
Okay, this game sucks.
you can only have like 4 weapons equipped at one time. So it's gotta be. You gotta.
Do I
swap
put
out
it in
with, like-
accessory or for one of the?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
these are all considered weapons. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, this game. So this is one of those games that I personally don't like, but I will also spend a lot of time playing. It's just got.
I mean,
like,
if you're
very
playing with like a
addictive
group of
quality
friends,
to
I
it.
could see it being
Yeah.
very fun.
Okay.
Like, didn't you say you're literally playing it right now because you don't want to just keep playing Fortnite?
Yeah, that's like the kind of main draw of it is that it's not.
It's
Fortnite.
not Fortnite. Yeah. Are you building the bed, or do you want me to build the bed? I'll build the bed.
I'll build them.
I'll build it. I have barely built like anything yet.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll build one. You build the other. And then after we get these going, so yeah, you can see like I can walk away from this, and this guy will finish building it. He's just doing the building for me, which is cool. And I can sleep in it. And
Do you have to tell them to do that, or will they just do it?
no,
on
they
their own?
kind of just do it automatically. But the annoying thing is that they don't always.
Oh, they're doing it from the outside of the house. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
They don't always do what you want them to do. They kind of just do what needs to get done. in,
Gotcha.
like, random order. I imagine in future updates, it's probably going to be similar to RimWorld, where you can assign people to do tasks.
Okay.
Because right now, the way that it currently works is kind of annoying when you get to a bigger base, and you have your flame pets cooking like eggs instead of cooking iron, and like you have no iron and you have 5,000 eggs. And it's like, dude, we have enough eggs. I don't need you to cook anymore. But they just do it anyway. They're cool like that. All right. So the base is upgraded again, so we have room for another pet. So
Gotcha.
probably go get a chicken. Chickens lay eggs, which is a source of food. You should still have some left over, I think, some of the PAL beers.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Hold on. I just wanted to. I'm already forgetting where to go to. Okay. Well, I should have just built the feed box. That was dumb of me. Oh well.
All right. We just gotta get to level 5, so that we can. Oh, there are chests in the game too. If you come down here,
Is there fall damage?
like a chest over there. There is, but it's like really low.
What is this?
This is Paldium.
Oh.
There's a chest over by that sewer grate,
Okay.
and there's like gold and stuff in it. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
game
cool.
has settlements that you can go to.
Like Minecraft.
Yeah, similar.
I just picked up a Castaway Journal Day 2.
Oh yeah, they have like these collectibles.
Okay, I got a small Pal Soul, 3 bread, and gold coins.
All right, not bad.
What do the souls do?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it's like an advanced crafting material. There's a lot of rubber banding in this game. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, the game is not super well optimized. Especially the multiplayer. They said they're planning on fixing it in future updates. And to their credit, they have put out a few updates already. The errors persist, which I suppose is, I'm gonna be honest, I've never built a game like this before, so can't really judge them super harshly, but I am gonna judge them kind of harshly. Because this game costs money.
Okay, I caught a cat.
Alright, nice. I'm gonna try to... Oh, this guy's attacking me. Why are you attacking? Oh, no! Okay.
You can just find Pal Spheres on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's
cool.
actually a bunch of items that just like spawn on the ground or in chests, which is kind of cool. It's getting dark out. It will be night soon, so we have to get back to the base.
Gotcha.
Because when we don't have clothes on, we start to freeze.
Should I get this chicken?
Yeah, you can. That would be cool.
Oh, I killed it.
Oh, you can also climb stuff. It has like a Breath of the Wild climbing system. So you can just climb walls.
Wow, I never would have guessed by the rest of the design of the game.
It's
Oh, that's the chicken corpse.
like philosophically, I don't know how I feel about blatantly ripping off like certain game mechanics, because it's like in an ideal world, I kind of do want you to steal certain game mechanics. Like if it's a good game mechanic, like yeah, I kind of do.
Can I
want you to
fast travel if I'm not?
You can fast travel from the base,
Okay, but not from anywhere.
but not from anywhere to anywhere. You can fast travel between fast travel. Yeah, I think that stealing ideas can be good, but you have to do it tastefully.
You have to, well, you have to either change enough or improve upon it.
Yeah.
Wow, the sprinting is not very fast.
Yeah, you can unlock like stuff to. Oh, you're starving. If you hit inventory, and then you right click on food, and then you click on yourself.
That's so cumbersome.
It is really annoying. I get why they did it, because like you can also feed your party members because they will get hungry if they're walking around, which I guess makes sense. But it is definitely pretty. Going the long way?
Is there a short way?
Yeah, you climb the wall.
Oh. I guess I can. You did say there is a Breath of the Wild climbing
It is
mechanic.
literally just Breath of the Wild. It is exactly the same, except you can't jump up walls. Like, you can, but like not like you're literally just jumping and then you grab another. Like it's not like scaling the wall. All right. And yeah, so you don't freeze if you're inside or if you're near a source of fire, including torches or campfires.
Okay.
Raids do happen, I guess.
So should I sleep?
Yes.
Will it not move to the next day until we both are sleeping?
The time progresses. Actually, some pals only spawn at night.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you do want to do stuff at night, but we don't have clothes. So
Right.
if we stayed awake at night, we would die. And my UI is frozen. It's cool. Very cool. Oh, there we go. Okay. So things that we can build. So you can put the cat to work. Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And did you get a chicken?
I did not. I killed the chicken.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make a cloth outfit.
So does work speed affect only my speed, or does it make my pals also work
It's
faster?
just you because the pals have their own stats.
Gotcha.
So some pals work faster than other pals. And some have like higher like food needs than others. It balances out in the end, but it is.
After 5 lamb balls. That's too many.
Am I level 5 yet? All right, I'm level 5. Okay, so I'm gonna make the ranch. So what the ranch allows us to do is it allows us to harvest materials from our pals. So they kind of just sit in there and eat.
So we'll just like get wool
and then
by
they,
just
they
having
just like, spawn wool.
Okay.
The lambs do wool. The chicken will drop eggs.
Okay. So you want me to go get a chicken?
There's this Eevee looking thing that drops way more wool. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind getting.
Yeah, sure.
That would be cool. Because what they do is they will automatically, they'll lay eggs and then they'll automatically fill up the feeding box. So they're self-sustaining, and then you can like go do other stuff.
So the area that we're playing in right now, this is exactly what it looks like every time we start the game.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So it's not like
never
seeds.
changes.
Okay.
The map is there's no seeds.
That's actually wild for a
They
game like
might add
this.
that in the future.
Yeah. I would be shocked if they didn't.
The problem is that procedural generation is like kind of complicated. Especially if it's something that you're adding post hoc. Like it's usually something that you design a game around.
Right.
So I'm not sure. It's probably going to take them quite a lot of effort. But I don't know, man.
What is this?
Everything about this game is just very much out of the ordinary.
Lith Monk Effigy.
So I feel stupid making any predictions about it, because if you showed me this game and you were like, how successful do you think this game is going to be? I would be like, oh, it'll probably sell like a few thousand copies.
Yeah, and
like
here it is
20,000.
breaking Steam records.
And it's got like 1 million active players on Steam alone.
Yeah.
Which is 1 million people that paid for the game.
Right. Then the only reason we're playing this is because we did not pay for it.
Which is crazy. And again, not that the game is bad. It's just very much unfinished. And the longer you play it, the more you realize how unfinished it is. But the game isn't bad. Like, it's fun to play. And I mean that genuinely. Like, it is enjoyable. It's got like a
I feel like
loop.
if I
It's just
played for another 2 hours when I went home after this, I would like it way more. But you have to get over that like initial hurdle.
Yeah, once you get a self-sustaining farm, and then you can kind of just like go around, like running around catching pals and like exploring and stuff, then the game kind of opens up. It definitely becomes more fun once you've done that.
Right.
You can unlock like
So can you just fall off the edge here, or is there like an invisible wall?
oh yeah, you can just jump. Actually, if you land in the water, you won't take any fall damage. And you can just
Interesting.
climb back up. There's also a glider in the game, which is also ripped off from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I saw that in like the trailer. Oh my god. Like I can scale this wall, but this little slant is apparently too much for me. Look,
Here's yeah, if you jump, you should be able to grapple onto it. If there's one thing I hope for this game, it actually has nothing to do with this game. It has to do with Game Freak's response to the game. I hope that Game Freak looks at this game and then looks at their own plummeting sales numbers, and they take a long, hard thought right to the face, and they're just like, hey, we should like listen to our fans more.
I mean, this is way more in the style of Legends, like
Arceus. Yeah. So I think if Pokemon literally just ripped off this game, I think they would be incredibly
If
successful.
Pokemon just ripped off this rip-off Pokemon,
You know what's nice about this game, actually, that I've had time to think about it? The open world combat, you're not forced into encounters when you walk into things. Which
Okay.
is one of the things I hate the most about the new Pokemon games. I've been saying for years, for decades, like, oh, how cool would it be if there was a 3D Pokemon that you could walk around and like you could like get into fights with things in the open world and like throw Pokeballs in the open world. Like that would be so fun. And then it comes out and it's like, wow, this is terrible. I actually didn't want this at all. What I realized is No, I did want that. Game Freak is just really bad at implementing. Game Freak is like. Yeah. It's like they're like gaslighting. Like they release like a really poor implementation of a thing that the fans asked for, and they're like, see, you guys didn't even like it. And it's like, oh, I guess you're right, I didn't like it. It's like, wait a minute. No, I did want this. You just made it bad.
It's like the old like adage of like, oh, just be really bad at doing the chore you were asked to do.
It's literally weaponized
incompetence.
incompetence. It is literally weaponized incompetence. That is what Game Freak is doing. Not to bust out the psychology terms and be that guy, but like come on. Like you're gonna tell me you can't like. What was the budget? The budget for this game was, I think, literally the price of Unreal license. I don't know. They only spent like 10,000. I read online that the person who designed the models for the firearms in the game was a middle school graduate. Like it was a person with no high school diploma.
That's wild.
And they paid them freelance because they couldn't afford to hire them. Like the budget for this game was so low, and it's such a simple game, and it's so poorly made. If Game Freak doesn't look at this and say like, man, like we really need to improve our business model because we are the highest grossing franchise of all time and everyone hates us, like you need to look at this and you need to say like, we're doing something wrong.
What should I put in this chest?
Oh, this is a really cool glitch. If you drop food into a chest and then take it back out, it restarts the timer.
Oh, I didn't even know food was on a timer.
It stacks also. Everything stacks. So dump whatever is weighing you down, whatever you can fit in there, because they don't have.
Why is this not dragging over?
Right click everything, because it's full. The chest is full. So just right click everything to see what will go and what won't. Easiest way to do it, because they don't have an auto drop feature yet. All right. So if you check out the ranch,
can I use materials like right from in here?
Yeah. So if you're within the base, all the stuff that's in your chest in the base will appear in your inventory. Or it'll appear as in your inventory when you go to a workbench, which is nice. All right, so if you check out the ranch, you'll see that our
bunch of wool.
Our woolly boys are producing wool.
Yep.
Which we will soon enough have an abundance of, so you can make some clothes.
You want me to put the chicken in here?
What's up?
You want me to take the cat out and put the chicken in?
Drop one of the sheep and then put the chicken in. You can put them in your box.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the best thing that you can do is diversify.
Can I just like get rid of these ones that I caught for like a quest?
You can drop them, yes. So if you go into your inventory and then you go to party, and then you click on them and then you press R. How do you maybe hold on, I might be wrong. I know you can drop them. I don't really remember. Maybe.
You just have to do it from.
Oh, okay,
here.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And then it'll just drop the ball. There is another way to do it. So if you go to the technology tree and you go to like the 12th layer, you look at the meat cleaver. So it just slaughters the pets that you have.
Right.
Which is really dark. That's the other thing about this game is, so from what I read online, I think this is in the Japanese. I don't remember. But I read online like a translated interview, and a lot of what they were doing was like, apparently they were just like, oh, the Americans like this, oh, the Americans like that. The entire reason there are guns in the game is because, quote, Americans like guns.
That's
why they put guns
wild.
Which is really funny. Every once in a while, I forget that, like, because like I'm an American. I feel like not to sound like a snob, but like arrogance is kind of just built in to our DNA a little bit. Like we kind of forget that like because we think of ourselves as like the center of the world, but in some ways like in terms of consumerism, we kind of are. Like we spend so much money on this type of stuff, that like when people in other countries are looking to market things, they look towards us and like the trends of like what we do to like sell things to us. Which
Yeah.
is so crazy. Like I've never thought of like, oh, what are the people in like Uzbekistan? Like how are they consuming video games? Like it's not really something I've ever thought about, you know? But it's a question worth asking, I guess, when it comes to Americans. It's like, what are we gonna put in this video game that we're gonna sell to them? And it worked. You can't even say it didn't work. They were 100% spot on. A lot of people haven't heard of Palworld, but everybody's heard of Pokemon guns.
That's beyond true.
It's just a very interesting game. Okay, so if you put food in the feed box, they will eat it automatically.
Cool. What food do they eat? Does it matter?
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, the chicken will eat themselves. If you kill chicken and put chicken in the box, they will eat it. Which is not unlike Real Farm.
That's also very
I'm
true.
waiting for them to come out and be like, yeah, actually, this game was just a giant... This was just social commentary.
I mean, it is.
Like, you're gonna get to, like... Because you get to the later levels, and, like, basically what it turns into is, like a real-life CAFO, except you're using Pokemon instead of animals. And I feel like Pete is gonna come out in, like, 6 months and be like, we made this game to show you how awful you are. And you had no idea. We're gonna be stuck here like, oh, man, they got us. I'm still gonna play it. I'm not even gonna stop playing. Yeah, so now we have like a decent sized base, and they're like running around and they're doing stuff. They will start to become self-sufficient. So you'll see the chickens will drop eggs. And
Okay.
the cat will pick up the eggs and they'll put the eggs in the feeding basket, and then they'll eat the food, and then they will continue doing all that stuff. Which is cool. This is like when the game starts to get fun, because you can do stuff outside of the base, which is like exploring and checking out the
Oh, I can make fried
like,
eggs.
animals and stuff. Yeah, you can like cook stuff. Really, this game is like built on the features that you can't access until you've already established a working base.
Okay.
Did I not pick up? Oh. Okay. Yeah, so if you if you explore around a bit, you'll very quickly run into animals that you haven't seen before, and they all do different things, which I think is really cool. That's like my favorite mechanic. Is so if you go to your party, or actually no, don't go to the
The
PAL
cat's
box.
just mining for us? That's sick.
Yeah, so if you go to the PAL box and you look at the if you look at like where it says current task above that, it's got like these icons, and like some of them are colored in and some of them aren't.
Wait, where?
Do you see like
Oh, yeah.
so those are the different things that they can do. So
Gotcha.
I don't know what all of them are, but like the fire is like it'll cook for you, or like the mine, like the pickaxe is like it'll mine for you,
Okay.
or like I think the box is transport. I think some of them can make medicine. Some of them you need so that you can get a freezer to work. Like you can't smelt stuff unless you have a
Interesting.
fire pet.
Okay.
I love that mechanic.
That is cool. That is
I think
very
it's
cool.
because it forces you to diversify. Like
Yeah.
like you're like, oh, I don't have anything snowy, so I need to go to the snow biome to catch a snow pet so that I can freeze my food, like stuff like that. Different materials. So you need materials for crafting. There's like pal fluid, which you can only get from killing water type. So now you have to go out and hunt water types with your pals, which is fun. Like that stuff is so cool. Like I really do think this game has gold in it. I think there's so much cool stuff that you can do with this game. So much so that if Game Freak had any sense, I would say they should just buy this game and license it. And just put Pokemon in the game. Just buy all these characters that they made, put all these in Pokemon games, put all the Pokemon in this game, and then just make it better. Because
I mean,
they
I don't
have to
hate
do
it.
that. They
Yeah.
could buy and sell this game 15 times. This game costs $10,000 to make. Like, and the people who made the game don't get this. They have a history of just leaving games behind.
Yeah.
If Pokemon bought this game and they just made it better, this would be like, I hate to say it, this would be like the best-selling game of all time. And it's crazy because it's already breaking records and it's not even good.
Yeah, it scratches an itch, but like it's not like this isn't winning any Game of the Year awards.
No, and it's not, and let me tell you why. It's poorly made, and there's no RPG elements right now. If you start this game and it starts like Breath of the Wild, and you have quests that you're going on, and you have a character, like if you're playing this game as like Ash or Red or whatever, and like you have a defined goal, and like there's like a story, and like it's guiding you through, and like an in-depth tutorial, like you'd be like, oh my god, this game is really good actually.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Change the way that you view the game, and then you run into the advanced mechanics, like collecting certain pets to do certain tasks, and you would be like, oh my god, this is like the best game ever. And it's multiplayer, and it's like, dude, this is everything I've ever wanted in a game. It's just really poorly made. That is my biggest complaint with this game, is that it's bad. But yeah, it's
yeah, it's not. I'm having a decent amount of fun right now. I'm sure it's way more fun once you get like more.
The more you play it, the more fun it gets.
Yeah, yeah. I just building a base is just never something I'm super into in a game.
I actually 100% agree with you. I am not a big base builder, which is why I'm glad that they have the. Because my biggest thing in survival games is like, I put like 5 hours in, and then I want to like go explore stuff. But then I come back to my base and like all my food's rotten, and like maybe someone raided me, and I just have no stuff left, and it's like what am I supposed to do? You want me to go out and search for materials because there's nothing around my base. There's no fast travel, so I have to walk everywhere. And like when I leave and I come back, all my stuff is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I play this game? You've just completely eliminated any interest in me playing this game. And the answer is they want you to play multiplayer, and they want you to have one person in the base at all.
I love that it tells me that the cat's on a short break. Like I'm an Amazon warehouse manager that's gonna go yell at it.
That's what I said about like the social commentary aspect. The more you play this game, the more you realize like I feel like they're almost like trying to shove in my face that I'm a bad person, like for having all these like I'm pretty sure one of them literally has. And this is the thing, is like I don't know if it's a translation error or if it's like this was a genuine intent, but I think one of them has like a skill it's like literally called like something slave. And it's like, oh my god. Like, this game is so dark for no reason. Like, leaving corpses around. Here's something. And this is actually crazy. You can catch people. Like that.
Oh, I've seen that. Yep.
Yep. By the fireplace. Like, you could catch them in a pal sphere.
You can also then slaughter them.
Yeah. Like, I feel like some social organization's gonna come out and they're gonna be like, this whole game was social commentary. You guys are so consumerist, you didn't even realize it. And like, you're not even gonna be able to argue.
I mean, I realize it. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah.
It's just a game. Like, that's just like saying, oh, you play Grand Theft Auto and you murder people in that game. I'm like, well, yeah, but like, I'm not gonna go do that in real life. Like,
yeah, it's a fun game though. I do enjoy playing it.
All right, I need some flame organs so I can build a fire bow.
Yeah, so you gotta kill a fire type to get that.
All right, where should I put this berry plantation?
Wherever. Honestly, the base building aspect isn't really huge in this game, which I can appreciate.
Good.
Because I don't really care that much about.
So I feel like that's all I've been doing so far.
Yeah, like most of this game is built on exploring. There are like dungeons too, which is cool. There's like instances. There's like boss battles, like raids almost. There's like a lot of cool stuff in this. It's just kind of like buried underneath the surface. And I honestly, I'm a very impatient person with gaming. I really don't like to slog through boring stuff to get to cool stuff. That's just like super not my interests.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah, if you look at my screen, so that's like an open world boss. There's like a bunch of these.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's like super high level.
So we would need strong pals and both to fight it at the same time.
Yeah, and we probably need to level up and get like
right.
good weapons and stuff. Yeah, I really like the design of the pals also. Like, look at this guy. See that guy? That's Gum
He's
Moss.
adorable.
He's just so fun. Like, I just really like, yeah. Apparently they've been working on this game for 2 years. That's something I've been reading online a lot. I haven't seen a source for that, but that's just something I've been hearing people say. Which, if that's true, is kind of uplifting a little bit, because it's like, oh, maybe they will keep this game around. Like maybe they will keep working on it. But it's also kind of disheartening, because it's like, dude, it's been 2 years and like this is what you got. like flipped assets, like this should not have taken you 2 years. But I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna come head out towards you. Oh my god, that chews through your stamina.
Oh, the glider.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just picked up a fire type.
Nice. You should get me some of those. Oh, it's actually getting dark
Oh,
out.
this guy's trying to kill me. Oh no. Oh, he's succeeding. Yeah, so like I'm seeing a lot of was it hiragana? Is that what it's called? Like Japanese text as like placeholder. Like there's just like a lot of like weird buggy things about this game. Oh, do you not have any of your pals with you?
No.
You're bold.
Oh, I know pal spheres either.
Fun.
That was dumb with me.
Yeah, my biggest complaint about this game, and it's early access, so like I get that their primary concern right now.
The jumping animation really does look so bad.
Oh, all the animations are horrible. Because they didn't hire animators. One of the big things about this game that I really like to see changed is the lack of RBGL. I really want to see like big towns and like a story and like cool stuff to do.
Yeah.
Maybe like better ambiance. Because right now the world just kind of feels dead.
Yeah, it's a little boring, the world. I mean, I haven't seen really like any of it yet, but like
When I found a town, I was actually like so hyped, because I was like, oh my god, there's like NPCs. I was so excited. And then immediately the immersion was broken, because the town was very clearly ripped from another game.
really?
Not ripped from another game, but like ripped from like the Unreal Asset Store. Like it was like
The cat is
it was just
upset.
very out of place. That's like my biggest complaint I think about this entire game, is the assets like for building are very different than the design of the characters. So like the pals just look very out of place in this world,
They do.
which is kind of sad. It bums me out a little bit, to be honest.
Why is it upset?
I think maybe it is hungry. I don't know.
Oh.
No, it's not hungry. There's food in the truck. It might be. They have like stress levels that will just increase over time, caused by like various things. I'm gonna put the fox to work.
Pals without beds will get stressed.
So they will get stressed without beds. Oh, I have to build it up. They'll get stressed without beds. They'll get stressed just for doing work sometimes. It's like if you look at their SAN level, there's like a SAN percentage. I think it's sanity.
Sanity? Yeah.
If it goes down low enough, then they'll have like a stress breakdown and like stop working. So you need to build a sauna to help them chill out. Yeah, there's just a lot of like weird things about this game. Oh, one of the cool things is that when you get to higher levels, you can get Pal Gear workbench, and then you can build Pal Gear, which allows you to unlock like special abilities with your pals
Oh, that's cool.
and like issue them specific commands in combat, which is very cool. Yeah, it is a fun game. It's just
Just not a good
it's
game.
very incomplete. It's incomplete in the way that like Roblox games are incomplete, where it's like this will never be improved upon.
Roblox. This does kind of feel like it could be a Roblox game.
Which again, like I've played very good Roblox games, but also played a lot of really bad ones. You know, that like never get fixed.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how this game feels. Yeah, but what do you think? What are your thoughts on the game so far?
I'm enjoying it. I just like I don't generally like survival games where there's just like different like aspects to manage and stuff. Like I kind of just like to play a more straightforward, like get this quest, go here, do this thing, come back, and you're done. Instead of like having to make sure everything is well fed and like.
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah.
Like it doesn't necessarily say anything about this game in particular, and that's just how I feel about like games in general.
Yeah, I'm not a big resource management guy.
Yes.
It definitely feels a little bit cumbersome. Yeah, I don't know, because I also don't really like survival.
That's like even in like any MMO, I just hate when I have to like manage 4 different currencies for different types of transactions.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's like a much smaller scale than this. Like,
I think there's just a certain vibe that those games kind of put off that are just very like not good. Like they just feel wrong sometimes.
yeah,
Like when you get to the point where you're like stacking consumables on consumables for like a 1 hour boost, it's like I don't play this. I actually hate this. I don't want to play this game. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that the game doesn't become worse. I don't really think it could, frankly. But yeah, they've been given a lot of money to work with.
that's true.
I think this will be a very interesting experiment in terms of like seeing how indie companies handle like a tremendous amount of wealth in a tremendously short amount of time off of a very small budget.
I mean, yeah, they could
Because,
just
like,
run.
Yeah. So like Minecraft had a very similar route. It was very broken when it came out. It was very simple. It was not a very good game, and now it's like the best-selling game of all time. Five Nights at Freddy's was not a good game. It was very, very simple. It was very cheap. It was very poorly made, but it's now like a multi-million-dollar franchise. You know?
Yeah.
But then you have games like Undertale, which was a great game on release. That was also very cheap to make. And not to say like Toby Fox took the money and ran, but like
I don't know, but like in a game like
still
that,
not out yet. Like Deltarune is not done, and it's been 2 years since the previous installment. You know, so it's like some people will expand on their franchises, some people won't.
yeah,
I'm interested to see what this team does with the fame and wealth that they've gotten.
that's fair. I mean, okay, I say like, oh, this game's fine, but like, I didn't realize it's 5:30. I didn't realize the stream's supposed to be over because I could just sit here and keep
This
like.
game is very addicting. I will say that. Especially like once you get to a new area, and it's like, oh, I want to catch these new pals. Like
I'm off tomorrow,
here,
and I can
right?
see
You see
myself.
that,
Yeah, I see it.
yeah, like
yeah.
I want to capture that. I want that thing on my base. I want him defending my base. You know?
Is that something you have to do? You have to defend your base.
No, not really. Like you get raids, but the raids are very weak. Like 2 Pokemon will come attack your base of like 50
Okay.
plus, and it's like, oh, you guys are literally just marching to your own slaughter.
Ooh, ouch. Oh, only
Oh, he knocked
19%.
He knocked your dude out.
Oh.
So when your pals get knocked out, you have to put them in the box, and then it takes like 10 minutes for them to heal,
Okay.
which is kind of annoying.
Okay, but that's like a better mechanic than just Poke Center. They're fully healed. Oh, can I? That thing will kill me, probably, right?
Level 9, probably. But that's like an example of like,
I want that so bad, though.
oh, Creeman, that's Eevee.
Oh, you said get those, right?
Those things are really good. They produce a ton of them. Like a ton of them. Yeah, like I hate to be like the guy who's like the Apple fan or like the cringe consumerist, but like I feel like I'd be having so much more fun if these were
Pokemon. Absolutely.
which sucks. Like I don't like the fact that Pokemon has me, but they do.
No, it's
Undeniably.
yeah. If this was just an Eevee, I would be like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want that thing so bad. It'll stay there, right? If I like went back to, we have to end the stream now.
Yeah, this game is honestly very addicting. Like once you get to the point where like you're functional and like you've gotten like cool stuff down and like you can go do stuff, like you just kind of want to keep going.
Oh, well, I literally just got that feeling now because this is the first time I really just actually kind of left the base.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
Once
now
you start
like,
exploring, and then
cool.
like you start walking around. Like I found this game is big. Like there is quite a lot of content in it already for an early access game that's in literally 0.1.
Yeah.
Like this is initial release, and the game is already in a pretty good state in terms of content, but it needs some work. It needs some work. I'm not gonna say that it's like necessarily worth your money if you're gonna spend $30 on this game. I don't know that I would say that. But a lot of people are very mean about it, which I get. Like, I feel like we've become very cynical as gamers.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of need to be conscious of that when you're especially evaluating new games, especially indie games. Not to be like, okay, just because this game is an asset flip, that
There
doesn't
will
mean it's
be a mod.
by
100.
nature
That's
bad.
probably true.
There is a mod actually already.
Oh,
There's
really?
a paid mod to input Pokemon into your game, and you can play as Misty and Ash. It already exists, and you have to pay for it. And I imagine that'll probably be up for another 2 days before Nintendo's lawyers kick down that guy's door.
Absolutely. It's shocking Nintendo hasn't said anything about this game yet.
What was that? What were people saying about the Pinkertons that Wizards of the Coast sent to?
Oh my god. Yeah.
The people who made this game are like, they're gonna be like hunted down.
Yeah.
Especially because they're in Japan. I don't know what IP law is like in Japan, but I imagine that like Nintendo being like one of the most like culturally
Ruthless.
significant companies
Oh, that
over
too.
there, like they literally have like Pikachu leading parades.
Yeah.
In Japan, and
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you're kind of coming for their neck, buddy. You
for
gotta
real.
watch your step, pal.
It's fun though. I can see myself playing more of this.
I'd like to not be cynical about this game. That's it. I think it's a problems. There are problems in the game, but it's not a bad game.
Yeah.
It's really not a bad game.
Yeah. I'm with you.
It's got room for growth, and as long as it does grow, I have no problem saying that this is a fine game.
Yeah.
In the current state that it's in, given that it's 1.0, I can overlook a lot of that. But if we get,
And I mean, not even. This is early access still.
yeah, sorry, 0.1, not even
Yeah.
1.0. If we get into the 6 month, 7 month range, and we're still running into the same problems, at that point, you know, it becomes less forgivable. But I'm hoping
I would love if,
that doesn't end up being.
since it is early access, I guess it's hard to do when it's a paid early access game. But like, I would love for them to just take it down after like 6 months and be like, okay, thanks for playing our expensive tech demo. We're gonna go make a full, actual, realized like
That would be
RPG out
really
of
cool.
this.
If they made like an RPG, like an actual functioning RPG, I think it would be an amazing game.
I agree.
I think it would be really, 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 really important,
Yeah.
honestly, to the gaming scene. Like, this is one of those games that people play, and it's like, this is kind of revolutionary a little bit. But
This year's Baldur's Gate.
no, there will never be a game like Baldur's Gate ever again. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm with you. I'll play more of it. I'll report back. But I think next week we'll actually spin the wheel of indie games to play.
Yes.
But like, we couldn't not play Palworld with how much it's just blowing up.
Yeah,
right
especially
now.
because it might not be relevant in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Who knows with a
Yeah.
game like this? This might end up being, you know, the next Minecraft. It might end up being the next.
I can see
Forspoken.
this being a Genshin Impact style game where it's
Yeah,
very popular with
eventually,
its audience for a long time, but the main huge popular player base does not last
Yeah.
long.
You know what's crazy? I just found out about this. Dota apparently still has an incredibly huge dedicated fan base.
Oh yeah, Dota's giant, dude.
And only people who play Dota, and they don't really play anything else. They just kind of play Dota.
Yes.
And there's nobody from outside that circle that plays Dota. It's like a Venn diagram of itself. Like there's just no overlap with literally anything else. It's just a circle all the way in this corner by itself, and it's huge.
But it's its own ecosystem.
It's like a million people
Like,
play
yeah.
the game. Like it's crazy.
No, my cousin plays Dota, and like he used to play League with me years ago, and he's like, "You should play Dota." And
Yeah,
I was
Dota's
like, "I
better,
don't
yeah.
want to do that," and I understand
Nobody
it's better
wants to
in
play
every
Dota.
way.
Yeah, but it's there. All right. Well, that was our stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching us play Palworld. I enjoyed playing it. As
It was
much as I
fun.
hate to say it.
Yeah.
I really do like this game.
Listen, of all of the survival games we've played recently, being like Lego Fortnite,
Lego Fortnite.
Minecraft, and Palworld, I had the most fun with Palworld.
I will say I think this game is better than Lego Fortnite.
Oh, definitely. I can see where Minecraft would be more fun. Minecraft was definitely more fun than Lego Fortnite.
Yeah.
This just has the Pokemon element to it, and the fact that you just can start on combat right away, whereas in like, Minecraft combat,
Yeah, you kind of have to
really
build to it. It's like a slog.
Yeah.
I think this game has a lot of potential. I am very excited to see where it goes.
Also, is the font a rip off of Breath of the Wild font, or is it
Everything in this game
of...
is kind of a rip off of Breath of the Wild.
Okay, because like I try to coordinate our stream fonts to what we're doing, and when I picked the font for today, I just went and got the Breath of the Wild font.
Yeah,
like,
it
that
works.
looks like the Palworld. logo.
So people have been saying it's Pokemon with guns. I think it's actually more just it's Breath of the Wild with Pokemon. Really.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good game. I'm excited to see more from this studio. 3.4 star average. That's crazy. That's super.
It's
low.
probably something being bad with the
like
specifically
almost
with the
all
Xbox
5
version. That usually is what the bad ratings for games are.
It's dog water, fake and lame, failed to EOS login, trash dev, banned for loading in black screen, fixed for no. It sounds like it's mostly glitches. And people who are just really mad.
Yeah.
Don't buy. You're not buying it. You got it on Game Pass.
No.
What is he saying?
This
Oh,
is
they might have
Microsoft-
bought it.
You're looking at
That's true.
Microsoft Store. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say if you're gonna get it, if you're gonna pay money for it, buy it on Steam. Yeah.
Black screens and issues with Game Pass games are a skill issue.
I feel like I kind of agree with that, honestly. I haven't. I've played.
I mean,
it
there
on-
are generally ways to always fix it.
I've played like 3 different versions now, and I haven't really run into any game-breaking glitches, just like annoying glitches.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in, guys. Next week we'll be doing probably different. Probably like actual indie, the stuff we said we were gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna get to the stuff we promised.
Unless there's another breakout indie game that comes out.
Listen, we have to
next
hop
week.
on the trends, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the curse of being a content creator.
But speaking of Fortnite, just really solid Snake.
They
very
did.
big
I got
deal,
him last
guys.
night.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week, same
Co-host
time as
Brian
always.
and actual host Spencer signing out.
Very good. Next time, guys.